What if your next phone could easily last 2 days, maybe even 3, on a single charge, without feeling like a brick? Realme just dropped 2 new contenders that are pushing the boundaries of battery life and camera tech in the mid-range. You know, Realme has been shaking up the phone market with its aggressive specs, especially in the mid-tier. This year, they are making things a little simpler for us, streamlining their numerical lineup. So, the new Realme 15 Pro, you see, it's actually the direct successor to their earlier Realme 14 Pro Plus. And its slightly more affordable sibling, the vanilla Realme 15, takes the reins from the Realme 14 Pro. Let's dive into the star of the show first, the Realme 15 Pro. This phone really flexes its muscles with a more powerful Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 chipset inside. If you are into mobile gaming or just demand smooth multitasking, this processor delivers. And speaking of smooth, it keeps the same generous 6.8-inch OLED display, but bumps up the refresh rate to a buttery smooth 144 Hz. That's a treat for your eyes, making everything from scrolling to gaming feel incredibly fluid. Realme also assures us of excellent sustained performance thanks to their large airflow VC cooling system. That means your phone won't throttle itself into oblivion during a long gaming session. Now, let's talk cameras, because this is where things get interesting. The Realme 15 Pro arrives with 3 50-megapixel cameras, 2 on the back and a big one up front for your selfies. While it skips a dedicated telephoto lens this time around, the main rear unit uses a capable Sony IMX896 sensor, a good size for capturing plenty of light. But here's the kicker. They upgraded the ultra-wide camera from a rather modest 8 megapixels to a full 50 megapixels. That's a massive jump, giving you incredibly detailed wide-angle shots. And yes, your selfies are getting a major boost too, with that 50-megapixel front shooter. Say goodbye to grainy video calls. Beyond the hardware, Realme is also baking in some smart new AI-related camera features, including something called AI Edit Genie. Imagine having a miniature Photoshop assistant right in your default gallery app, helping you perfect your shots effortlessly. But perhaps the most jaw-dropping upgrade on the Realme 15 Pro, and frankly, on both these new phones, is the battery. We are talking about a truly colossal 7,000 mAh battery. To put that in perspective, most flagship phones are hovering around 5,000 mAh. Realme just added another 2,000 on top of that. That's like carrying an extra-large power bank built right into your phone, but without the bulk. And here's the impressive part. It still supports blazing 80-watt fast charging, so you won't wait forever to top up this monster cell. Realme even assures us that this huge battery will retain 80% of its capacity after a remarkable 1,600 charging cycles. Think about that for a second. Even more surprisingly, despite packing in that massive power cell, Realme managed to slim down the phone to just 7.69 millimeters. That's a tad thinner than the previous model. You can find the Realme 15 Pro in flowing silver, velvet green, and silk purple. Prices start around $335 for the 8GB RAM, 128GB storage version, going up to about $415 for the top-tier 12GB RAM, 512GB storage model. Now, let's quickly pivot to the vanilla Realme 15. This device runs on the Dimensity 7300 Plus chipset, offering solid performance. It also rocks that same great 6.8-inch, slightly curved 144 Hz OLED panel as its Pro sibling. You still get a fantastic display experience. The camera system steps down slightly compared to the Pro, replacing that new 50-megapixel ultra-wide with a more conventional 8-megapixel unit. But crucially, you still get the fantastic 50-megapixel primary camera and that high-resolution 50-megapixel selfie cam. And yes, the clever AI Edit Genie also makes an appearance on the non-Pro version. Most importantly, the standard Realme 15 also receives that enormous 7,000 mAh battery with the same speedy 80-watt charging. That's a huge win for a non-Pro model. You can grab the Realme 15 in velvet green, flowing silver, or silk pink, with prices starting around $280 for the base model. Both these devices are available for pre-order right now, with actual sales kicking off on July 30th. So, Realme really delivered with these new phones, especially with those game-changing 7,000 mAh batteries. They are clearly making a statement. You don't need to sacrifice battery life for a slim design or powerful features. Is a massive, long-lasting battery the killer feature you've been waiting for in a new smartphone? We want to know your thoughts. Drop us a comment, find us on social media, and if you found this helpful, please subscribe for more deep dives into the world of tech.